Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate the effort of your work you are doing in this broadcast. I don't take it for granted. Now, after Rigathi had attacked William Ruto's administration, based on the issue that the first agenda or priority Ruto to check on is to ensure that each and every person in Mount Kenya whom Gachagua believes that they are shareholders were to be recognized in this government, have been disappointed. Now Gladys WANGA and Rosa buyu are on this movement after they had watched the interview which Rigathi had with the Citizen TV and attacking Rigathi Gachagua that is not representing a nationality leadership. And let's watch this video because that is what we want to discuss at this moment on our today's political discussion. Have a look on this.
Now, ODM chairperson Gladys WANGA castigated Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua for what she said is an attempt to divert attention from serious national matters. Speaking in Kisumu, WANGA indicated that the interview by the country's second-in-command ought to have focused on the high cost of living as well as other matters that have been bedeviling Kenyans, including the mess in the education sector. Kisumu West legislator Rosa buyu, who accompanied WANGA, told of the Deputy President calling on leaders to execute their mandate as symbols of national unity.
When anybody from the presidency comes out to address the country, Kenyans expect that they will be hearing from the presidency, and that is the president and the deputy president, about how they are dealing with these many challenges that are facing Kenyans. The bitterness is arising from the fact that other people who are not considered shareholders or are considered non-shareholders by the deputy president have now come forward and are also participating in this company that is Kenya.
The deputy president is actually going through a Damascus moment. Once he took the oath as the deputy president of this country, ceases to be a man who can only converse to people in his vernacular. His vernacular now is for his village when he's in the village. But when he's talking to people, for example, at Marikiti, where there are all tribes, 42 tribes involved in the business at Marikiti, he should not then break on into vernacular and say that, after all, we all knew that he came from that part of the...
It had faded long time ago, some years back, whether it is 1 year or even some months. So today I'm perplexed seeing Gladys WANGA, leaders from Nyanza, and now opposing Rigathi Gachagua. And this has reminded me again the looming crisis which Ruto had 2027 of putting female running mate, deputy running mate, which we must also recognize women. I don't disagree with that because women are also okay. But when I check this, I'm seeing Rigathi is being targeted by many people. And they are going to be happy if Rigathi resign, from my viewpoint. Gladys WANGA is a close associate friend to President Ruto. And she must observe 2 or 3 things before she talks. They are claiming that Rigathi is the one talking about tribalism, that this is our people. Which obvious Mount Kenya voted to William Ruto as a shareholders. We can't lie on that. Hey, we can't lie on that. They voted Uhuru Kenyatta as shareholders. Is there anything to lie on? The answer is no. But when we start talking about those who always mention this is our people, this is not our people, Gladys WANGA is the same to Rigathi Gachagua. They are all leaders. If you go to Kambani, they are the same. Because we had adapted to that environment. If you go to Luo, they will say Raila Odinga. If you go to Western, I don't know whom they will say, because in Western it's totally different. Peter Salasia also having that kingpin. This man, Papa wa Roma, Mdavadi. Achana na Western wamechanganyikiwa kidogo. But I'm talking about now the genuine one. If you go to Rift Valley, William Ruto. If you go to, again, Meru, they are saying Kindiki, as opposed to Rigathi Gachagua, Central Kenya. Yeah, is it not a challenge? Is it not a challenge? So, Wanga is on Rigathi's neck kwa shingo upande. Rosa Buyu is not understanding what is really happening here. They will realize later, after all this political conmanship that have been done for in Nyanza region. And I had commented and told them, after I had watched that video, that please, you beautiful women we have in Nyanza region, focus with your own main agenda. I told them. Mwachane na Rigathi Gachagua. Because this political clash is between Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. The mistake should not be blamed for Kenyans. The mistake should be blamed for both Rigathi and William Ruto. Because the two individuals knows each other. Si ata wajui. They know each other. Why should we lie? Why should we lie? And it is obvious that Rigathi is having that political, what we call, gaining political sympathy. How Aoni? They are just calling a press, we want to talk, as I am just speaking this and that and that. How I wish they could have utilized that time to build roads which is not seen in Nyanza region. Rosa Buyu knows Kisumu West or East. Wafanye watu wa Nyanza kazi. Because this just bitterness they are trying to, ni kama kuongeza chumvi. Rigathi sawa amekasirika. Rigathi saa hii hataki maneno ya government. Na yeye ako kwa serikali. Sasa mimi nashindwangwa, kwa nini hao watu kila mtu au viongozi wanakosanianga ikifika tu almost campaign period? Because they are glutton for power. That is the first thing we must know. They have money, they can use all resources to ensure that they accomplish their mission. Whether it's death, whether it's thick or thin. Ruto is rich, Rigathi is rich. No one is poor there. So when today I listen to Gladys WANGA and Rosa Buyu, I'm shocked that Rigathi always talk about tribal. Which is true that he always talk about tribal. But where are we heading as a country if we can't come together and listen to each other? Both parties, it's called both political parties, have their own political decision. And the same way, Rigathi is also a human being, is not a metal. He have that interest to talk about what he have seen wrong in the government. If he's being betrayed, you must talk about that. Even at work, if you know you are almost being fired, you know you must just speak the truth. Whether they like, because God is the one who gave you that work and he is going again to uplift you to another level in life. It depends on how God's grace will mount on you. So I don't feel why Rigathi is again lamenting. He should focus as the deputy president and maintain his own road. Achana na mambo mingi. Juu naona akiropoka kidogo, Ruto anatuma watu wake, kina Gladys WANGA na Rosa Buyu. Na wako wengi, si hao peke yao. Usijaribu kuguza Ruto. Saa hii sasa usijaribu kuguza Mirima. Usijaribu kuguza Ruto. Because Ruto had worked with these people. Ruto is known in Nyanza region. My brothers from Central. That is politics. But we must live in the mean we are. Within the mean we are, I mean. Forget about all those political differences and respect each other. As I conclude, I'm seeing Gladys WANGA is rising political temperature here. And as a person who is known in Nyanza region, and she's vocal in Nyanza region, together with Madam Rosa Buyu, they must know something. Why Rigathi talked about William Ruto's administration not responding to him early on time. So they are well prepared for 2027. These people, they don't joke. They are well prepared for 2027. They are confirming to William Ruto, we are behind you and we want to do away with this man. Ya tujue sisi ni akina nani. Anyway, thank you so much. Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Bye bye.